Welcome to the climb up to Pen Cerrig-Calch. Now, if you live in the home counties or London, actually by time of travel and pretty much by distance, this is your closest actual mountain. So yeah, it's a beautiful March day, early March. I'm already quite hot, and I've climbed up from the beautiful village or town of Crug Hywel, and it's a wonderful climb. You start off at the car park. It's got plenty of spaces, and then there's a pub, there's shops, there's everything you need to get you on your way. I've been up here a few times, and I usually climb up from the more eastern path, but this is a slightly longer route, which shares the gradient over a greater distance, which is quite good. It's still pretty steep, but boy, it's beautiful. Really, really nice. And yeah, and I think in a minute we dive down into a wooded valley with a stream. So looking forward to that. Gradient's kicked up again. I don't know how long this is going to last. At some stage I'm going to need to fill my water bottles. The stream's still there, but it's getting smaller the further up I get. But I do know there are other streams up ahead. Wow, this is beautiful. Path changes here a bit. I get the impression after it's wet, this is a stream and not a path. So a little bit rocky and quite definitely uphill. A significant point on the journey. That's the what I believe is the end of our valley section. Up there you can see the Hillfort, Crug Hywel, where of course I camped on in one of my most recent videos. And then here we have a stream to cross. Right, I'm now watered up. Rucksack's quite a lot heavier, I tell you. Sort of, as I said, heading out of this valley and onto kind of the next stage of the climb. It's probably best if I actually show you from above. This is the wooded valley that we have just come up from Crug Hywel. And here we can see the Sugarloaf Mountain and the Hillfort, where I'm going to be having lunch. To get to the Hillfort, the path now climbs out of the woods and follows this wall up the side of the mountain. So this, I think, is the Beacons way. Climbs quite sharply and it's a bit rocky up to Crug Hywel, which is my first proper stop. But the views are really opening up now. Down into the valley. Just starting to see Crug Hywel, where I came from, in the distance. So I think height-wise we're probably between a third and a half the way up. We're going up to about, I think it's just over 700 metres today, and the climb is itself from Crug Hywel is just under 700. Oh, quick water break. At the moment there's lots of streams coming down across the path, so I've got no shortage of water. But just a couple of words of warning about water. First of all, in the drier months, I don't think a lot of these streams will be here. I think there's one between Crug Hywel and the summit that I think flows all year, but I might be wrong on that. So bring lots of water up if you can carry it. And the other thing is filter your water. So I'm using a water filter today because there are still nasty things in the water. I'll tell you what though, it tastes good. It tastes better than my tap water from home. There we got Penny Van in the distance. Zooming back out a bit. Crug Hywel at the bottom there. There's Crug Hywel, Hillfort, where I'm going for lunch, also known as Table Mountain, with the Brecon behind. Up to the saddle between Pen Cerrig-Calch and Crug Hywel. Absolutely stunning views. On top of Crug Hywel, my favourite camping spot, Crug Hywel there, and we came up that line of trees in the middle there. I came up that line of trees up to there, and then we followed the wall around there, and then the path goes up to the summit, which is half a mile the other side of where that helicopter is now. This is my favourite camping spot on Table Mountain. Okay, I'm going to head up to the top. Not going to do much commentary on the way up, just need to try and get up there now. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh, it's wonderful up here. Wonderful views all round. At 701 metres, this is the top of Pen You got Weinbach, Penny-Gadavea, and one or two others as well. And this is kind of a big horseshoe walk, about a 22 mile walk. So you'd probably have to sort of camp halfway. So there's some guys up here, and they're doing the path. They said the helicopter's coming back up in a minute. So I've done all the aerial filming I can. I literally got about 10 seconds, but that's fine. I'm not going to. Helicopters and drones don't mix very well. So the reason I say this is London's nearest mountain is that a mountain, to be classified as a mountain, has to be over 600 metres altitude. So all of the ones over around Abergavenny, so the Skirrid, Sugarloaf, all of that lot, and Lorenz as well, they're all under 600 metres, which makes them hills. So this here is the closest mountain to the home counties, to London. It's 2.5 hours to Heathrow, where I work, and yeah, it's a really worthy climb. Very mindful of daylight, very mindful of the fact I'm going to bed 8 o'clock tonight because I've got a 3:30 alarm call, so I'm not going to be stopping up here very long at all, maybe 1 or 2 more minutes just to enjoy the view, and then I'm going to go down. Another good walk actually, a lot of people go to Pen Cerrig-Calch over there, which is a nice sort of out and back walk. A bit too much for me today, maybe in the summer. Anyway, let's have a look at the way down, and thank you very much for joining me.
I've walked through shadows, followed the wrong stars, took the long way down. Now I've got these scars. Every step I took, every road I chose, left a trail of dreams and doors I closed. If I could turn back the hands of time, rewrite our story, make it all right, I'd take those chances, I'd face my fears, undo the mistakes that cost us tears. I see your face, the one I let down, the broken promises, they all gather round. I chased the wrong things, lost sight of what's true. Now I'm left with echoes of what I didn't do. If I could turn back the hands of time, rewrite our story, make it all right, I'd take those chances, I'd face my fears, undo the mistakes that cost us tears. Now I stand alone in the silence of the night, haunted by the past and the wrongs I couldn't right. If I had one wish, I'd go back and start anew, but all I have are memories of a life I knew. If I could turn back the hands of time, rewrite our story, make it all right, I'd take those chances, I'd face my fears, undo the mistakes that cost us tears. But time keeps moving, it won't wait for me, so I carry the weight of what will never be. If I could turn back, I'd turn back time, but all I can do now is say